welcome to Slightly Dramatic. This is the next episode, and this is going to be a continuation of my previous episode where I answered 25 questions. I've already answered 15, and now we have the 10 remaining questions. I've already showed you the first 15 things that I've gotten, which are not bad. Like, I'm actually happy about the things that I have received because I paid for it, so now I have to be happy. No, but honestly, I am. Now, I'm gonna move on to the next 10 things. Also, this is my shitty. I hope it doesn't look like shit. So we are gonna continue from where we dropped off last week. Was at question 15. The last question was a moment to surprise myself with courage. Did I answer that? The solo trip thing. Yeah, the solo trip thing, guys. The solo trip thing. I think everyone should do it though. I definitely think everyone should do it. Um, Number 16. Should I just get into this? Or should I do popcorn, flopcorn, and ragecon? This is something that I learned from my Moment of Silence podcast. I love the podcast. I think everyone should watch it. But anyways, they did the popcorn, flopcorn, and ragecon thing, and I think it's really funny. My popcorn for this week is I made biryani today, and this is after such a long time. I honestly stopped making because I was like, oh my god, I don't think I know how to make good biryani. And then today I made it, and I was like, you know what? It's New Year's. Do it slowly and just take your time and do it. And it was amazing, amazing. Number 2, my flop con is I don't think I had a flop con. I've been eating a lot of stir fry because I've not been feeling like cooking. I think that's a bit of a flop because I'm big on food. Like, I like eating good food. I made stir fry once and I really liked it, and I thought this is something that I can have on a regular because it's so much more easier to cook. But I've had it like for 3 days that I'm making 3 different stir fries and it's just not giving anymore. And I was like, it's gonna be a one time thing, bro. Like, it's genuinely gonna be a one time thing. A rage con, something that pissed me off. Nothing pissed me off this week. Honestly, a lot of things do piss me off just generally, like I am someone who easily gets very annoyed. But this week, I don't want to say I didn't get annoyed, but nothing has pissed me off. So there's no raging this week. This week we will not be raging. Okay, now to go back to question number 16. How my definition of success has evolved. Mm, are you sure? What? I think this is very similar to what I said previously. My definition of success has definitely changed a lot. In my 20s, I definitely thought me being successful meant me doing really well in my career. It was really hard for me, especially there were a lot of reasons why I thought. I mean, I think your 20s, you do think your career is like your biggest aspect of your life, because I think your whole life, especially like I mean, your whole life, not especially, but like even through school, your grades are the most important. And if only you get these good grades, will you get a good job and you'll get into a good college. And then you go to college and you're like, only if you do well in college, you will, do well in the corporate world, blah, 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 blah. Listen, I didn't do well in both places, okay? So I can't really complain. It's not like I was like some crazy first rank or something, but also like you do have a pressure to do well in these type of things just so that you can do well in corporate, and everyone gives you whole this idea is this narration is there in your head where you're like, only if I do well in corporate have I done well in life, or only if I do a good job have I done well in life. And I think in your adult life, at least in your 20s, that is where a lot of your value comes from. And for me, it was like a big deal. And for me, that meant being successful, like doing good in my career meant success. So anytime that I didn't do well, it felt like a heavy, like I was disappointing everyone around me, especially my parents and things like that. And then just disappointing myself, saying that I knew I could do more, but like, why am I still here? Like, putting this unnecessary pressure on myself. So but then leaving Kuwait at like in my late 20s, and like coming to the UK and starting from scratch and like having to begin all of that again, I'm like, bruh, I'm too tired to define my emotions towards success this way. And then it just really made me realize that it really doesn't matter. Like, I literally have to start from scratch every 2 years, basically, prove myself every 2 years, just to feel successful and just to feel like, oh yeah, I'm doing the right things in my life. No, like, I think I'm tired of that sort of narrative. Uh, and I don't define success by my career. My career is still important to me, and I'm going to do everything and a lot of things to grow. Like, I do want to do well in that aspect of my life, but I'm not going to let it define success for me. And I don't think that's going to be the success story in my life. I know what it's going to be. And but maybe success also just means being able to do the things that I want to do when I want to do it. I think I feel successful just because I get back from work at 4 and I have all of this time to do whatever I want to do. And because of that, I'm able to do the podcast. I'm able to cook my food like on a Sunday and, like, make more time for myself through the week. And I'm able to like work out when I want to, and I'm able to do the courses that I'm doing. And I feel like that's what success is, to find that work life balance and to be able to do more for myself in terms of what I like and what I'm enjoying, rather than just be like, no, my career, 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 career. Yeah. So my view on success has evolved a lot, and I have learned to put a lot less pressure on myself because of that. I was expecting that to be a small answer, so sorry. So, anyone else who's like defining their love for life and like success as career, hold on to that thought. Like, I think it's fine. And, if that's what sort of gets your gear running, then why not? But for me, I guess that has changed a lot. Number 16. What is this? Whoa, 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 whoa. I know this is really expensive, or I think at least it is. Medic 8. Hyaluronic acid with NMF replenishment and boost. I love a good hyaluronic acid. I genuinely think this really hydrates your skin. I have not tried Medic 8, but I have tried the ordinary, and I stopped using it because, again, it's not an active. But then I use like vitamin C, and then I use niacinamide, and then I use salicylic acid and glycolic acid and so many things. So I was like, you know what, just one less thing, it's not going to be a big deal. I have like this whole skincare routine, but now that I have this, I think I'm going to start using this in the morning. I think hyaluronic acids are really nice for your skin, and it hydrates your skin so nicely. So I'm happy about this one. Hydrating, combining hyaluronic acid with natural moisturizing factors. That's what the NMF stands for, to flood the skin with moisture. Yeah, flood it. Boosted. That was weird. Okay. Boosted with a triple action complex, which helps to maintain natural production. Oh, so it's gonna also maintain natural production of hyaluronic acid. Yay! After cleansing in the morning and evening, massage 6 drops. 6 drops. Damn, across the face, neck, and décolleté sèche. I don't know what the hell that is. Leave to observe before applying moisturizer. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna apply it so many times. I can only do one thing at a time. But anyways, great if you all have not seen the bottle. It's a cute bottle. It's a cute bottle, no? It's purple and it's nice. Okay, next one. If my life had a soundtrack, what song would describe it and why? I've been listening to so many songs and it's so hard. Like, man, there are times where I feel very. Okay, there's this song by RM. It's called Groin. And it's basically him telling everyone to like sort of like fuck off. And I love that for him. And sometimes I love that song for my life as well. But again, there are not a lot of people who have been annoying me lately, so that's great. Till someone annoys me, and then that's the song that will actually run at that time. But I think, okay, if I really had to, I am a big 90s 2000s sort of rom-com movie sort of person. I like this kind of movies. They're very nostalgic. And if I had to like pick a song, it would be Hard Times by Paramore. I did try to select like other different songs, but I think this one relates the most. Like, Hard times. Hard times. Okay, anyways, there's a song. If you've heard it, this is. I'm pretty tone deaf. I'm a bad singer, so I cannot sing it. But the song is basically about, like, it has such a catchy beat to it. Like, the music is so good. I love the song. It's such a fun song. Okay, but the song is literally like why the hell am I doing what I'm doing? Like, hard times gonna make you think, why am I even trying? Like it's like she's happy, she's excited, but at the same time she's like, bro, why the hell am I doing this? But she's still doing it. Like, you just gotta go through the motion with of life. So I think that's a song I really like. It's such a fun song. It doesn't feel stressful. It's like it's a song that you can dance through your stress or dance away the stress. You get what I mean? So yeah, I think that song is a good soundtrack for my life. My nose. What is this now? 25 things is a lot of things. I'm not complaining. I like things, but a want. Okay, okay. Why is everything age defy? I'm kind of getting upset. Okay, so this is a glycolic acid rejuvenating face exfoliator. I do use a glycolic acid face mask already, which is amazing. So this I'm gonna use after that, and it's 50 ml, which I don't think is too bad. Skincare to share: glycolic, praline, serene. It's a lot of stuff in there. I use glycolic face mask, like I said, and it has really helped my skin. Basically, what it does is take away your dead skin and help your skin sort of grow new skin, rejuvenate. So it's nice. I would recommend it. I got mine from Skin Therapy, and I started at 5 minutes, and now I'm up to 20 minutes. So it really does help with my skin a lot. So yeah, I'm gonna use this next. Not bad, and I know that this is a good brand. I don't think you can see it from any angle, but anyways, I know that it's a good brand. Okay, number 18. Oh my god, what is this? What is the one thing that I did do this year that made my life a little bit more interesting? This is what I've written, okay? What tiny this guy took this year that made my life a little bit more interesting. I don't know how did this get typed out. Okay. But the one thing that did make my life interesting this year is starting content. Like I said, I've always wanted to start it, and just the idea that I can be creative and I can actually sit down and put the effort to like edit the videos and make the videos and come up with a script and uh do the voicing for the script at the same time, put these videos together. I feel like it has kind of opened like this very creative channel for me, which has been amazing. I love that for me, and I really think it's very you know what, I have to. These are like blurs. Okay, I was just thinking, what if this camera stopped and everything stopped, and then I don't know where these things go back, and then I had to like start from scratch. But let's hope that does not happen. Okay, but I feel like that has made my life a little more interesting. I don't want to be doing things in my life just for content, you know, but I want to make content of the things that I'm doing with my life. Hear me out. When I first started doing content only on TikTok, and it was just me experimenting till I was confident to come on Instagram. And I started going for dance classes. And I never started going for dance classes to shoot and put out the video. But eventually, that's what I did. And that's how I want to be doing things. I want to be doing things because I want to do them, not for the content, but just for me. But again, because I started doing content, I was like, oh, if I can do this for the dance, maybe I should do this for the other things that I want to be doing this year. And I knew last year when I started my 2025, I decided on a few things that I did want to like do in the year. And, like I need to do this and that and da. Okay. And I was like, anyways, I'm planning to do all these things. So I might as well like take videos of them. So it did make my life a little more interesting because now that I was like, oh, I'm making content. So, it I'll do it anyways. Like I'll do it for the content. Like but I was planning on doing those things anyways, so it did make my life a little more interesting, and it kind of keeps me occupied through the day and with time, and it just makes me do a lot of things through the day. So I think starting content was like a very good idea for me. What is this? What do you think this is gonna be? It's a big one. Yay! Yay! Oh my god, I completely forgot about this. I am so happy. I really need this. Powder, foundation, eye, and brow. Okay, eye and brow makeup I don't use, but okay, whatever. Look fantastic. 4-piece makeup set. Makeup brushes are more expensive than I thought they would be, and I don't like to spend on cheap makeup because makeup brushes because I feel like there's a reason that they are cheap. Like I feel like if I had to use them for foundation, it'll be more on the brush than on my skin. At least that's what I feel. But I'm excited about this. Love this. I needed a new foundation brush. I do clean my brushes, but there's a time that you just need to stop cleaning them and like just get a new brush. Anywho, love that. Next one, 19. What's a small habit routine that makes my day feel more like me? So I have been journaling since 2020. Like I'm a very dear diary sort of girl, and I've actually been doing it since I was a kid. I do have my small diaries that I wrote in, like, and it's not much, but since like when I was in fifth or sixth grade or something. But these, I have both these diaries, and it was about me complaining about my. It was just so many things. Oh my god, there are some tone pages because I wrote about my crush, and I was like, if my mom reads this and she knows I have a crush, I am done. She's gonna take me out of school, So I've been doing it from really young, but then I stopped. But in 2020, I picked up the habit again, and I have so many. Like I'll show you another time because I cannot I cannot move and show you everything now, but I have like at least 5 or 6 different like books where I have journaled and scripted and just use them as venting pages, and I still do it till to date. So at least for 5 to 6 days a week I will write. I do morning dump pages, which are I don't know, you all must be knowing, it's called the book The Artist Way, which Doche is made kind of go famous as well, and a lot of artists have done that. And it always tells you to, like, the first thing you do in the morning is get up and write 3 pages of just anything. And I have been doing that. I started a long time ago, and then I stopped because of life happening, and then I picked it up again. And I really think it's one of the best habits that I've picked up, because especially if you're like an overthinker, I overthink everything. I have 10,000 thoughts. The 10-minute walk that I take, even if I'm listening to music, I will have so many thoughts in my head. Like, it's not funny. It's quite exhausting because I had to literally tell myself, like, stop thinking so much. Like, my mind is never quiet, and it can get really exhausting. And because of that, because my mind is always thinking, sometimes I feel like subconsciously I'm just a bit stressed because of my thoughts. So I just started journaling. I just had to journal because I just had so much in me. And I think it's really helped me a lot. Like, it's really helped me put my words, like my concerns that are created in my head, on paper, and then think about where they come from, and then like come up with a solution, or like sort of reassure myself that it's okay, like, or just come up with a solution. You get what I mean? Like, journaling has really improved a lot for me, and I think it's something that I would tell a lot of people, especially if you're an overthinker. If you're someone who does not have an internal monologue, great for you, bro. Like, you guys exist and you guys just live in this planet without thinking a second thought. Love that for you. Honestly, like, I'm so jealous of you guys. But the fact that I'm such an overthinker, journaling really helps. I think one thing that sucks is anyone reading your journal. Like, that's a risk that is there. It has happened to me. It's not been pretty, guys. But I still continue doing it because I'm like, you know what, you want to read again, bro, because it helps me. So I really think if it helps you, you should try. It feels very cringe in the beginning. You're just like, what am I going to write about and all that stuff. But I think the less you think and the more you just start putting, pen to paper, you're going to be good. It really does help you get a lot of your emotions out. So yeah, that was number 19. I'm getting tired of talking, and I don't have water in my room, which is very annoying. I have wine in my room though, which is great. Where is number 19? There you go. Hard times. This has to be shampoo. Yeah. No, it's not shampoo. It's, why is everything anti-aging? This is so offensive. Anti-aging cleansing gel. So I think this is by Peter Thomas Roth. Clinical skincare. Use as needed for external only. Use with sunscreen. Contains salicylic acid as an exfoliate. So this is for my face again. It's a face wash. I don't think I'll need to buy face wash for the longest time. I have already, oh my god, I literally have three. I have two, oh my god, I have four face washes in my wash room. And I have more face wash. Love that for me. So great. I'm acting as if I didn't pay for this. I didn't get this gifted. I paid for this. So what? Anyways, number 20. If my life was a movie genre, what would it be? I want to say rom-com. Yeah. But at the moment, it feels more like just com. There's no rom in it at all. What the heck? But anyways, that's a choice that I have made. So yay. So I would say comedy. Right now my life is pretty much a comedy. It would have been a rom com if, because you know all these rom coms, they always had like these 30-year-old leading ladies or like these girls in their late 20s who have it all together, and you know they have this crazy life and they're just so single, and then they suddenly bump to someone, like a very Hallmark movie, right? But I'm not bumping into anyone. I'm not talking to anyone. So it's a comedy. My genre would be comedy. I want to say horror, but hell no. It's not gonna be a horror movie. My life is not horror. Anyways, 20. 20. There you go. I'm getting hungry again. Just had food. Oh my god. Oh, don't fall. There are two things. Oh my god. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So this is Wow Color Wow. It's okay, it's Color Wow, sorry. It says Wow Color Wow. Anyways, color security. I don't color my hair, but okay, whatever. Shampoo. I'm out of shampoo, so yay. And conditioner. Okay, so this one leaves no residue behind to dull color, weigh hair down, or impede hair growth. So yay. Does this mean if it doesn't stop hair growth, does it help hair growth? For fine to normal hair, detangles, hydrates, and heat protection won't dull or darken color. I don't color my hair now. Should I color my hair just because I got this? No. But yeah, I think it's whatever. As long as it's doing its job, I don't care. This is what it is. Yay, I guess. I'm not a big fan of getting hair products. To be honest, not a big fan of getting hair products because it's whatever. You know, I feel like with skincare, it's one thing, but like with hair products, your hair is it's so hard to gauge what kind of products you need for your hair. To be honest, it takes a while, especially when you have wavy to curly and dry hair, and it's honestly people don't speak about it enough. Okay. Next is number 21. When did I feel the most like myself this year, and what about that moment made it feel right? I've always loved dancing. Always, 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 always. And I think anyone who knows me just knows I'm very weirdly passionate about it. And it's one thing that I've never done it professionally. Like when I was a kid, I did go for dance classes, but like at some point I stopped because of my studies and I was not doing the best at it. But again, the Indian school culture is very different. Like they don't give a lot of importance to extracurricular activities, and you know your education does become like your prime, the most important thing. So I did not pay a lot of attention to dancing, and even when I went to college, I didn't pick it up. I wish I did, but I didn't. And then a lot of years went by, and I just did not pick up dancing. But I would be on Instagram looking at girls dance and feel so miserable, and I'd be like, man, why did I ever stop? Why? And now it's so hard to like pick it up, right? I think the most I feel myself or have felt myself this year is when I started dancing again. Like it's just made me so happy, so happy. And in Birmingham, when I used to live there, I used to go once every week on Mondays. And, you know, the other times, since I moved here, it's been a lot more harder, but I've joined salsa and bachata. But I really think dancing is something that has made me really super happy. And yeah, it's something that I do plan on doing a lot more. It's not going to be my most primary thing this year, but it's something that I'm going to continue engaging in because it makes me so happy. Love that. Now 21. Where's 21? There you go. This also comes in a box, so yay. I hope it's vitamin C because it's orange. Dragon's Blood. Oh my god. Love that. It's by Rodile? Rodile? I know. Hyaluronic mask. Hydrate and tone. Great. Another hyaluronic mask. I am literally not going to need to buy any products this year, which I think is great. Okay, that's amazing. Let's open the box. If I buy anything this year that has to do with skincare, I swear to God, I deserve a slap on my face, dude. But don't you dare slap me. I'll get really pissed. So yeah, okay, cute, love it. Let's smell it for no good reason. It smells nice. Love that. Apparently anything with fragrance is not good for your face though, but we'll see about that. It smells so nice. Oh my god, my skincare routine is gonna be such a banger. Love that for me. Okay. What is the one thing, number 22, what is the one thing that someone has said to me that has really been, that has changed my perspective on things? I'm gonna tell you two things. When I was maybe 21, 22, there was this time we used to stay, like a group of us girls used to stay back together in India, and one of my friends was showing me and like a couple of us something that her friend was doing, like some artwork, or I don't remember what it was, but it was basically someone who was very talented. And she was like, oh my god, she's amazing, she does all of this, and she's, started selling it and she's making money out of it. I was like, wow, that is so amazing, man. I was like, people are so lucky. And I think that was my mentality. I should just assume people are lucky. And then she looks at me and she's like, you know what, Cheryl? You know what? I was like, what? And she was like, this is not luck. People actually work really hard and they spend a lot of time doing the things that they love. They practice these skills, and then they do something with it. They don't just sit there and it just doesn't come to them. If you want something, you really need to like put yourself out there. And I was like, oh, fine. It did change my perspective though. Like I wasn't like all like fine about it, but I was just like, that is an excellent point. Like that really was an excellent point, and it really hit me where it needed to be hit. Because I honestly, I was someone who was always like, oh my god, these people are so lucky. These people, oh my god, they're so talented, and then there's just poor me, not talented at all. But I was not doing anything to be talented. I was not working towards it. I was just cribbing and crying. So I really think I needed to hear that. This is with one of the girls that I stayed in the PG with, and I absolutely love her for saying that to me because it really gave me a different perspective. And I think since then, I never stopped trying. Like, I always wanted to do something more, and I actually have put the effort towards doing something more. So I love that for me, and I love that this was something that she said to me. So I really think this is an important one, especially if you're someone who compares your life and who feels like you're not good at anything. Maybe you're just not trying. So yeah, that's one. That's number 22. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There you go. Oh, I know this is a good brand. I also do not know how to pronounce it, but I'm going to try. Laneige. It's called Laneige, okay? It's SPF 50 Sunscreen Protection Solaire. I would love to be the person who walks out of my house with no makeup, okay? And I'm just not that person because my skin looks just way too dull. But anyways, I would love to be the person who just walks out with sunscreen and it's just taking out sunscreen every 2 hours and just applying it on their face. But I have a full face of makeup, so how am I going to do that? It is the Hydro UV Defense X. What is that supposed to mean? Sunscreen Protection Solaire. SPF 50 High Protection. Oh, that is another language. Hothe Protection. I should stop. Protects, hydrates, and soothes. So this is another one. I like this. If I go out a day without makeup, I'll probably carry this in my bag to just be the girl who does this for 2 hours, every 2 hours. Next one. A time I performed confidently, but I actually was not confident at all. I am actually never confident about anything. I get so anxious that my anxiety turns into confidence. That's all I can say. It's so funny. It's so funny because I think I can fake confidence really well. I can really fake confidence, but inside, the anxiety is eating me away. There was this one time, okay, this is back in school though. It was so funny. We were all in 11th grade, and there were a bunch of us. So in 11th grade, you're allowed to like choose between informatics and maths, right? We all were commerce students, so some of us had chosen math, and then there were other people with informatics, and I was the only person who was going for math tuition. So now this was our first term, and we had exams, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, what are we gonna do?" And then I was like, "Oh, I go for tuitions. I can teach you." And nobody has questioned this. Nobody has questioned Sharon knows. Okay. They're like, yeah, she goes for tuitions. And I was like, yeah, I will teach all of you. And now I have like six, seven of my friends sitting around me, and I am teaching them confidently. Okay. And for some reason, and I know I don't know jack shit. I know for a fact, like, I don't understand this myself. But the fact that no one else went for tuition, everyone hated the subject. It was such a hard subject for us. Everyone was just like, there's nothing else we can trust, so we will trust you now. They sat around me. We had like an hour and a half before the exam. So I'm teaching everyone everything that I don't know because I didn't know anything. And we all go and give the exam. Okay. And then after a week or so, our results come. The highest out of 50 was 7. And that was not even my score. I got 3 out of 50. There was someone who got a quarter out of 50. We don't even know why. We were like, you might just give this person a 0, you know? And nobody got more than that. And the best part was, nobody came and questioned me at all. They were like, listen, man, you said you knew, we trusted you, we had no other choice. It's okay. I was like, yeah, man, we tried. It was so bad. But like, if I'm put in a situation where I feel like there's no hope, my confidence will just come and I'll be like, I will do it. No one else, I will take one for the team. I will self sacrifice for some reason. It's just the dumbest thing to do. And I really and that I think that's one time that I performed really confidently. I mean, that's the funniest one that I can remember, but I do it a lot. I My anxiety just translates into like being over performative, and that comes off as confident, but it's not. It's just my anxiety doing the talking. Love that for me though. Number 23. Where's number 3? Okay, just a few more, man. Then I can. Oh, yeah, your candle. Seychelles. Seychelles. I don't know how to say this place's name. The White Company, London. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something about candles. I never had one. I recently got one which is supposed to smell like cotton and linen. It just does not smell like cotton and linen, man. What do you mean? Like, the smell is so faint. So, like, what is the point of this? You get what I mean? So, I've never had like a good candle. Like, we used to have candles at home for my mom to like put them on the altar and stuff, but never good smelling candles. So, I'm not big on the whole candle investment, you know? I think they're just aesthetics, but this one smells nice. If this makes my room smell beachy, I'll be very happy. So, I'm gonna let you know next time how is this. But I have a whole ass candle, bro. I'm gonna light it tonight and yeah. Anyways, number 24 is fun. Oh, okay, sorry, no. If there was one thing I could do this year, huh? Man, if there was one thing I could do this year, yeah. Okay, if there was one thing that I could have done, man, guys, this has been really hard for me. But the fact that I cannot keep my dog Skip with me is so painful for me. Like, he, I have literally begged for a dog since I was in school. I have loved dogs since I was in school. And like, I think this must have been the most annoying thing about me to my parents, because anything I saw I wanted. And Anytime they, if there was a pet in the house, they'd be like, oh my god, my kid is gonna be so annoying, she's gonna say she wants one now, and I'm not gonna hear the end of it for the next week. And I was that kid. Okay, so like I have always wanted a dog, and my mom's like, no, 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 no. And then once we all started working, I was like, listen, it's just the three of us at home, let's just get a dog. She's like, no. I was like, we're adults now, we all can like chip in for it. And she was like, you know what, fine. If you want to get a dog, it has to be a small dog. I said, okay, fine. And then I was like, okay. And then I went on OLX religiously and I looked out for dogs. I'm like, we are getting a dog. She has half heartedly said yes, we are going to get a dog. And I went on OLX, I looked up dogs, I showed her. She was like, oh, this one looks like it's 6 months already. If you're going to get a dog, it needs to be 3 months old. I was like, oh, you think I will not find a 3-month-old dog? Do not challenge me. But she did. And I went across and I found and I found and found, contacted a bunch of people, and I found Skip. And since the time he's come in our life, he has just been the greatest joy in our family. And he's just such a sweet dog. He's such a loving dog. He's such a silent, kind dog. And we have poured so much love into him, and he's just got so much happiness in the house. And the fact that even when I left Kuwait, it was so hard to leave him behind, because it's one thing that you can speak to your family, but this dog does not even recognize my voice on camera. So it's just like, do you even care about me? But regardless, you just love him, with all your heart. And when my mom decided to send him here to my sister's place, it just hurt me, because I was like, I want to keep him. I just pray for that stability in my life, that I'll be like, I can keep Skip. Please give me Skip. I feel like if I had Skip, I'll be more happier than I already am. And I think that's one thing that I want for myself. I want Skip back in my life. And my sister's going to watch this and be like, listen, he's our dog now, but I'm going to be like, I mean, it is what it is. I don't know if I'll ever get Skip back, but I really love Skip, and he'll forever be my dog, and I just love him. And I think if there was something that I could do, it would be to find stability just so that I could live with Skip again. Like, I would never want to leave my house. Or also, considering this is UK, I'd leave my house and take him everywhere I go. I'd be like, come Skip, we are going. Let's go bounce. So, yeah, I would, if that's something I would want to do. Like, get Skip back in my life. 24. Okay, what is this? Molten brown. Bath and shower gel. Ew. Okay, whatever. There has to be a few bad ones. So this is a shower gel. I can keep this like when I'm traveling and stuff, no? I need to find a new pouch now. Oh my god, yeah. Oh my god. When I travel, all of these tiny things are going to be for my travel. I love that. Okay, okay. Love it, love it. The next one is, oh, the identity I'm stepping into next year. Not that this is hard, but also I think a lot of us, at least when we were ending 2024, I remember seeing a lot of people doing the rebranding for 2025. And um, I really feel like I was also one of those people, by the way. Like, I sat up days thinking, what am I going to do this year? This year, I have to, like, make the most of it. And I feel like I did, to an extent, do a lot of things that I've always put myself out to do for 2025. But this year, I think I just really want to focus on doing this podcast, doing the course, and, getting a sponsored visa for UK and things like that. I think that's all I want to focus on. And while I'm doing this, I want to be as authentic as I can be, and also enjoy the process more than thinking it as work or something that I have to do because whatever, whatever, whatever. So, yeah, I really want to be more authentic, and I want to learn to enjoy the process more, and enjoy the things that I'm doing more instead of stressing out about it. It's going to be a hard one, but that's the energy that I'm stepping in for today. I mean, for this year. Okay? Now, this is the last one, guys. 25. You know what? I know what this is, and I'm not going to lie, I'm low-key disappointed. But I also have not tried it on. But also, I think it's a good one if I was not a brown girl. This is what it is. It is MAC lipstick, lip gloss. I have so many lip gloss. I was gifted for Christmas 3 lip glosses as well. MAC lipstick, which I know is not my color. It's called Honey Love. There's no way that's suiting me. And then a lip pencil, which is called Spice, which I also know is not gonna suit me. Let's see. I don't know if you can see it. I don't think okay. Um it looks like a nice color. I'm not gonna lie. It looks dark enough. This is Honey Love. I'm gonna try this on now and see if it suits my brown skin. Brown skin girl. Back to MAC. I am not a big fan of MAC. I'm not gonna lie. But if they wanna send me some items so that I can review for them, I'll do it. But also it's because I bought one of their lip glosses and it keeps staining my teeth and it's super annoying. Oh. This is not gonna suit me. What is this color? Mm. Ah. I look like I'm. Ew. Ew, guys. Sorry, I need to take this off. This is so bad. Ew! Mm. How do I take this off? Mm-mm. No. So, that's that. That's the last thing. Um, now since I tried that. So that lipstick is definitely not suiting me. I'll give it to my mom, but I don't know if she like it. She's not that brown, so yeah. I think this is another thing that I don't like about advent calendars. They put the colors that probably are not being sold as much. This is a very plain color, and I don't mind it. But for MAC, it looks kind of basic, you know? Yeah, like why? Mm, I love. Mm, I love how thick it is. Like I think for a lip gloss, it has nice texture for sure. It's a bit thick and sticky, but it feels like it's gonna stay for long. Anyways, that's that. So, guys, thank you for listening to episode number 5. And these are all the things that I got. It's all here now. It's the box that I need to throw out. Unless someone comments and says, like, you know what, I'm going to be 25. Let's be friends. I'll pack this box for you with different items, okay? Might not be worth £100, but I'll do it. Thank you so much for watching. And even though I did get this initially and I kind of regretted and I was really questioning my life choices, I think it's okay because I managed to do something about it and I did like this fun 25 questions thing. Will people watch it? I don't know. We shall find out. Would I invest in an advent calendar next year? Maybe, but maybe in a very cheap one. But also, I don't think so. Like, I think another goal for me this year should be like in having someone send me an advent calendar to review it. Yes, that's what the goal should be. I should be getting advent calendars by the end of the year. Mm-hmm. That's what I want for 2025. And do not forget to be slightly dramatic because being slightly dramatic makes life more fun. Okay, it just does. So be slightly dramatic. Love you all so much. Peace. Peace. Go. Get out now. Thank you very much. Oh my god, fair. Thank you. Bye.